What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to Welding Life 2019. My name is Ricardo. To those that are new to this channel, I hope you guys like, I hope you guys subscribe. My channel is about welding, mobile welding, ornamental welding. Sometimes I go on site. I go welding to where the job is and I go do a repair or something. Sometimes I get a gate, sometimes I get some fences, sometimes I do them in my shop, which is in my home. I work from home. So I hope you guys like and I hope you guys subscribe. Today we're going to talk about customers. How to deal with customers. Now you see, I don't have a long time welding. You know, this is my first year welding, 2019. I've been introduced to welding since the age of 10, I believe. And I was actually a helper. I was working with my uncle as a helper. I was his helper. And I'll go help him install. I'll go help him, whatever a helper does, you know. And eventually I grew up out of it. And now I started my own welding business. I'm 24 years old. You know, I had to do something. You know, I do it as a hobby. You know, right now what I'm trying to focus on is my life. I'm trying to get some things cleared out, apply to local 433, and do my welding business on the side like a lot of people do. So anyways, today we're going to talk about welding, dealing with customers. Okay, like I told you guys, I've been in this business for about a couple of months, not even a year. And as you guys can see, I have my tools right here. I have my welding helmet, I have my chop saw in the bottom, I have under the extension cords I got my impact, all my tools, my electric tools. But this is my truck. This is my mobile welding truck. This is what keeps the job done, a Dodge Dakota 1999 5.9 motor. It's a V8 4x4. It's pretty cool, you know. Dealing with customers. Now, customers can be very picky, man. The last couple of jobs that some jobs that I've gotten, the customer's been picky, you know. The first job, I remember it was a repair. I had to go close up, put a flat bar, 4-inch flat bar, 1/8 thick, in between some gaps, some doors, you know, so the rats won't go in, cockroaches or whatnot. So as I was doing that, the lady was being very picky, you know, and I mean, you gotta do what the customers say, you know, you gotta keep them happy, and so they could refer you. And you know, I did that, you know, eventually got the job done. I got paid, you know. She gave me extra $20. I was like, oh, cool, you know. Second job, it was like whatever. The guy really didn't care, you know. It was like whatever. Third job, I did some doors, some gates. The lady was very picky, man, you know. You gotta work with what you got, you know. And I mean, me personally, I think those doors were very beautiful. The gates were very beautiful, and for the price that I gave them, it was a very cheap price, you know. They can't complain, you know. They did complain, you know. I guess the way I was drilling the holes for the receiving post, you know, for the doorknob to close, you know, I was actually doing that with a grinder, you know, nice and squared. I guess they didn't want them squared, they wanted them round. But I mean, I don't see what the problem is. The door's still closing, you know. I work with what I got, and you know, I charge them so much, you know. And honestly, you know, it is what it is, you know. But dealing with customers, customers are very picky. You gotta, when you go out there to do the estimate, you gotta make sure that in the proposal book. Now, see, hear this. The proposal book is a book that you and the customer sign, and right there in that sheet of paper, you're gonna draw what you're gonna build. You're gonna put how many hinges you're gonna use. You're gonna put what kind of lock you're gonna use, what kind of doorknob, what kind of material, how thick the material is gonna be. You know, you're gonna write the measurements, of course. You're gonna on that paper, you're gonna write down with your own words how the door is gonna open, if it's gonna open in, if it's gonna open out. See, so when the job is done and you go do the installation, they can't be like, oh, you know, I told you open it that way, you know. Like, no, sir, you signed it. It says right here in the paper. Boom. Now see, now if they want to switch it up, the hinges, switch them up, Now see, you got to give them an extra. You got to charge them a fee, because you are not about to take it. I mean, unless you're nice enough, you're not about to take it home and fix it, because that's exactly what happened to me, with this customer. It was a gate in between a house and a wall, but the thing is that the wall was a wood wall, and they wanted the hinges to be bolted into the wood wall, and they wanted the receiving post, which is a post that the doorknob closes into. They wanted that post on the wall. And I told them, like, sir, it might be a little too heavy for the wood wall. And they said, no, the wall is steady, it's sturdy, it's steady, I was like, okay, you got to do as the customer say, you got to do as the customer say. And I did. Next thing you know, this was a guy I was dealing with, And the next thing you know, a lady called me, and she told me, oh, could you add some screen on it? But see, the thing is, like, the deal is not with the lady. And see, pay attention, guys. The deal is not with the lady. The deal is with the guy that signed the paper, which was the son. He's the one that gave me the money for the material. He's the one that signed the paper. He's the one that I explained myself to. So that's the guy that I should be doing the deal with, the contract with. But the mom calls me, says that she wants some screen on it. I'm like, okay, I could have added a little bit of screen on it, and I did. And next thing you know, I guess the screen was a little too much weight for the wood wall. It was about a quarter, like when the screen door would close into the receiving post, it'll hit the receiving post by like a quarter, by like 1/8, a little bit, because what happened is that the screen gave the gate more weight, and this is the wood wall, and I fucking bolted, excuse my language, I bolted the screen gate into the wood wall, and as I bolted it, it kind of like did this, So what I was supposed to do there is get paid my money, because I did the job as I was supposed to, I did the job as I was supposed to. I was supposed to get paid my money. I was supposed to charge them an extra fee in case they wanted it fixed, in case they wanted me to do it the right way, the other way, have the door hanging towards the house and have the receiving post towards the wood wall, because the receiving post don't weigh shit, you could hang it on the wood wall, I mean, the gate's not gonna move a house, so the hinges are supposed to be bolted towards the house, you know what I mean? So you could charge them an extra fee, that's up to them if they want to leave it like that, you can eventually like lift the gate up a little bit and close it, it's not no big deal, but it don't look professional, so I told them, what, since I'm trying to be reasonable with the customers, I told them that I'll take it home, I'll fix it, and no charge, don't worry, I'll change the hinges to the other side, I'm gonna have to take the screen off, change the lock to this side, put the screen back on, Anyways, as I was doing that, they're gonna call me talking about, oh man, the door, why is it squared, like being picky with the work that I'm doing, like I don't have long in this business, and I'm learning, and my job, I take my time to do my job, and if you're gonna just like be texting me talking about some petty bullshit about, oh, there's a gap under the door, the rats might get in there, like lady, like, first of all, you had some screen doors there, I took them off, I put my screen doors, the guy that I was talking to, your son, said he wanted them just like that, I took those measurements, what is the problem, like, what, you want me to put a flat bar on the bottom? I could put a flat bar on the bottom if you don't want like that little gap to be there, but don't be bugging, texting me like being rude, like I could fix it, But not only that, like, it was a lady calling me, and then it was the dad sending me pictures like of the holes and the little gap in the bottom. Like, okay, first of all, sir, I'm already fixing your gate, no charge, I'm bringing it home. Like first of all, I'm supposed to be charging you for this, and I'm not. Second of all, like you could wait till I get there and you could tell me personally, like, oh, I could fix it, you know. Like, the guy is like complaining too much. So you know what? I told him, you know what, sir? If you don't like my work, why am I fixing this door? You know what? Like, you haven't even paid me my full price. You paid me only half. So therefore, if you don't like my work, if you don't like how I work, keep the other half. I'm gonna keep this gate, and we'll leave it at that. You know, that's exactly what I told him, because honestly, like okay, guys, this is what happened. He had some screen doors on there, right? So obviously those screen doors are gonna be bolted into the door frame, you know. And what I did, I put brackets on the doors that I built, my screen doors that I built. I put brackets, and unfortunately the brackets were not in the same position, in the same place. I guess a guy, he wanted the screws, the bolts or whatever, to go in the same hole, and you know, the guy was not there. I mean, the son was there. The guy I did the deal with was there, so he didn't have a problem with it, you know. Another thing, like he was seeing me do the holes with the grinder, you know. Like, you gotta do them nice and squared, you know, because I mean the grinder is a little big, you know, so you gotta be very careful, and that's what I was doing. He seen me doing that. He didn't have a problem with it, you know. Like, it was a mom, then it was a lady, and like, yeah, it was a very stressful job for me to do, you know. And I have the door in my backyard, you know. They kept half of the price that I charged them, because honestly I was losing, I wasn't gaining. I was driving over there, coming back, you know, for the price that I charged them. And then, like, she texted me the next day after installation, because I installed 2 screen doors and a gate. It was supposed to be 2 screen doors and 2 gates, you know. I installed the 2 screen doors and the gate. I brought 1 gate home because I was gonna fix it, you know. And yeah, like, it was very stressful. So I almost quit, you guys, you know. Like, I almost stopped like doing this, like oh hell no, I don't want to deal with customers, you know. But my uncle told me that's how I'm gonna get bad at this shit, you know. Like he told me, like, just keep going at it, you know. That's how I learned, you know. That's how you think I became a badass. He told me, you know, how you think I learned all this shit, you know. You learn from your mistakes, you know. And I'm gonna just keep going at it, you know. I have a trailer that I gotta repair later on this week for some guy. Then around December 15, I got about 10 fence panels I gotta do. I got a 20-foot long sliding gate and a 6x5 side gate that I gotta do. So, you know, I'm gonna just keep going at it. I got my tools right here. You know, dealing with customers ain't easy. They're very picky. You gotta convince them. You gotta let them know that you're not gonna do them bad, that you're gonna do the job, you know. Update them, send them pictures of the job as you're doing them, you know. But yeah, man, I hope you guys learned something, and keep going at it. Don't quit, you know, and stay tuned, you guys, until next time. Oh, don't forget, hit the like and subscribe button.